We have the pleasure to work with the participants from 14 countries. This is the really one intercontinental project because we have the participants from Asia, Australia, Africa, and 10 countries are coming from Europe.
I'm from Kostanay, Kazakhstan. I'm working at the Kostanay Engineering Economic University. This is the only university, educational institution that is a participant of this project. But the main thing that I hope you've chosen us for this project is that we've got a really good base for working with students and for working with youth. So we got 8 student organizations and alliances, or how you call them, unions, or NGOs that actively work with the youth and that actively pay attention to their self-development. This is different kinds of seminars of youth entrepreneurship, different kinds of meetings with youth and with school children on themes of protection of the children, protection of women against abuses. Talking about the current situation about our country, I may say that what we need is to change the character of this work in the sphere of youth and to make all the efforts of the youth focus on international level, or how to say, enlarge the impact of the work done by us. So in this case we are looking for cooperation with other partners, and we are open for new ideas and also have our ones.
Look up to each other, and we all influence each other in some way, and it's very important that development, that's where to start of each of us individually. So in today's especially changing environment, that globalization impacts everyday's life to all of us, it's very important that we start encouraging the behavior, the new type, and that will be sustainable one. So fostering the leadership ethics in all levels in the community and through all stakeholders involved, and encouraging behavior that will be ethical, it's very important, and that ethical behavior has to be accepted by our community.
So I believe that marketing itself is a holistic tool, and we as youth workers, we can use marketing and integrated solutions to promote sustainable development. I also believe that first of all, we all need to understand what actually sustainable is and sustainability is. We shouldn't just put some sustainability goals just with the aim of making to use some nice words, but then again no one understands what we really need to. And these sustainability principles that we want to achieve have to be adapted to each individual, each country, each culture. And especially like for many youth, also in my country, we should make the step to understand that sustainability is more than just reducing the waste or just going to take the garbage or maybe feeding the poor in Africa. Sustainability is more than this, and we have to train ourselves to set our mind on the sustainable mode. It's like we need to integrate sustainability in our values. As family is a value for some, friendship, sustainability should be a value for all of us. And I think we have to take steps, little steps, to integrate this sustainability in each of our lives. We must seek to act, to think sustainable.
To me, sustainable development means making it possible for our generation to thrive while not endangering future generations to thrive. Because it has become clear to me that throughout our evolution as a species, we've gone wrong. We got off the beaten track. And if we continue to move in this direction, then it's not going to be good for our future generations. And I do not think that we want to be reminded in the future that I don't want us to regret in the future that we didn't take action when we still could have done something.
I think that the sustainable development is the necessary step that we all have to do if we want to survive in the future. Because as we all know, nature doesn't need us, but we all need the nature. Don't be selfish and wait for someone else to make the change that we all need. Be active and take care about the important issues that we all have nowadays. Environmental, social, economical. I truly believe that if every one of us as an individual does something to help the sustainable development, we can make the change that we all need faster. Taking care about the environment today can save us tomorrow.
Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests. They all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you?
Actually, the main question about this project, Sustainable Develop, is it possible? Because all the world history, all the economy history, the peoples never get to achieve this. So they are never success in a developing economy, sustainable develops. But why? We said there is a starving in the Africa, by one hand, and the other hand, we destroyed the tons of rices in India. And all the times, the only developing in the economy, the rich people getting richer, the poor people getting more poor. The only thing is the sustainable thing there. The difference is getting higher and higher and higher. And the richer people stay in their luxury homes and say, we have to do something to the poor people. We have to do something to good for the economy. But if you want to really something to do good the economy, so we have to get lower the richer people if we want to sustainable develop, because we need the money, because we need to use the natural resources. And the money owners, they haven't got the natural resources, because the nature is not belongs to anybody.
I think that sustainable development is finding an equilibrium between needs of society, environment, and the economy. All of those three elements have their own needs. So in order to be sustainable in the future, we have to find, as I said, equilibrium. And to develop, first of all, to know our goals and then to reach towards them. About globalization, what can I say? Globalization and relationship between sustainable development.
Yeah, the relationship.
Well, I think it's a really hard question, because you cannot compare, for example, situation in Africa and in Latin America, North America, Europe. Every continent, every market has its own different rules, so to say. So I think that it's a good thing that we have like a common goal that we want to reach, that we have the ideal that we want to go towards to, but I also think that it's really important to consider the context.
And marketing strategies, I think that can help these routes, okay, this way, because I think that if this kind of new enterprises going to realize marketing strategies can help this change. I think that is a market system changement, okay? But first of all, I think that it is a cultural change that we have to interiorize as person and also as companies, so as a way to work and to realize business, and in the meantime to to help the world, our planet, and the other people all around the world.
Actually, there is a problem when they talk about when even the government designs a project, because sometimes the government designs a project, but they don't factor the elements of sustainability, so the program goes and then fails somewhere on the line. So I always talk to some of the ministers that, look, before you embark on a project, you really have to factor in how you're going to sustain it technically, financially, socially, and how the project is we can prolong it for it to actually yield the objective or attain the objective of the project.
Well, I think it's high time we changed our way of thinking, because we are what did I say?
Money-driven society.
It's high time we changed our way of thinking, because we are money-driven society, and we need to start taking care of our future and maybe leaving something for our kids so they can have a quality life.
Nowadays, sustainable development is becoming more and more important, both in business and NGO sectors. It is closely connected to CSR, corporate social responsibility. Despite of the fact that in Poland there is no legal regulation about sustainable development, most of huge companies are engaged in some CSR areas. Most of them care about their employees, as they want to be perceived as a good employer and build their employer brand. What else? The other, especially in fuel sector, try to be ecological friendly. It is also popular to care about customers' health. And for example, many companies organize some sports events or support some campaigns about healthy lifestyle. Some of the biggest companies also have their own foundations or support other existing NGOs. All of these examples show that these are the gentle but positive trend about sustainable development in Poland.
In our country, I think, like I said, in the last few years, I think that we are forgetting about sustainable development. There are only programs that are on the short terms and not any long terms programs. So I think this might be a problem, not now, but in the nearest future. So that's why I think this is a great opportunity for learn something new and to spread the new ideas.
About the situation in European Union?
Yes, also because from my country we are used to follow what they say from Brussels and from some plans, and I don't think that every time it is a good idea, because maybe our country, maybe in our region, we have even better ideas than those that come from Brussels. So we should stick to them. Our idea is to think global, but to do local. So
I really hope that the world can work together in this area, so that we can all somehow take part in making the earth works both for us and for the nature and for the profit as well. So in the respect for the 17 goals, I suppose it was 17, right? For the 17 goals of the sustainable development, so that we end poverty, we promote equality among different people, different nations, even different continents. And I think it's going to take a lot of time, but it's something we really have to aim for, and it's something we cannot really set aside.
It's an answer, actually, for the need of current civilization, because according to achievements of a 20th century civilization, we finally, I think the society finally knows that the only direction to be eco-friendly and to maintain the prosperity is to begin life with sustainable development.
I think that to improve this world, we have to do something every day, and I think also that as a Boy Scout, an Italian Boy Scout, we do this, and we organize some meetings and do some action to improve our worlds.
I think the word leadership itself is very misleading, because the word is used as the individual, But in actual fact, this is not an individual-led solution, it's led by all of us. So the kind of leadership I would suggest is we need shared leadership and we need distributed leadership. And when I say shared, it means it's no one person, it's all of us as a community response. You cannot respond to a complex problem with single solutions. You need a coherent, integrated approach. It therefore needs all of us, shared leadership. The other thing I'd say about sustainable development as a community is we need to get clear on the goal, because we use political speak, we're not clear. I like the American Indian. There's this quote, and I showed you in class. We need to think for the children's generations from now. Think for them. We borrow from our future generations. We weren't given this. We borrow from the future, from our children's future.
So I think that sustainable development in Macedonia is a very, very low known subject. It's the awareness of it is very, very minute. It's maybe a couple of percentages, up to 10, I wouldn't say 20%. But I think that with time and with raising the awareness through NGOs and through the public and non-public sector, informal, non-formal education, we can raise it up to bigger levels. Because I think in Macedonia, Macedonians really take nature, take the whole environment sort of for granted. They don't value what they have until sort of they lose it. And with that, it comes really deep regret, which Macedonians sometimes have, but they need to have much bigger awareness of it and much bigger concern. And also a lot of them just know it, and they know it and they say, oh yeah, because Macedonians by nature know everything. They were born that way. But they really are not proactive or active enough in that field, and they don't condition themselves to do better or to want more of themselves. So they're like, oh, whatever, you know, who cares? But as the professor already said, the future generations will care deeply whether this tree will be there or not, because we have only one planet so far which we can live on, and it's very important that we keep this planet alive. I think sustainable development can evolve, and I think all of the three pillars are important to evolve in sort of an equal measure. It's not just about focusing on the environmental or economical or the social factor. It needs to be an equilibrium, so that all of them can raise together up to a certain standard, which is a very high standard. And I think if we can do that in the next couple or 10 or 15 years, we would be very nice, because Macedonia is a country which has a huge natural potential, natural resources, natural treasures, and if we can succeed in keeping those treasures and even evolving and even using them to their full potential, we can grow as individuals and also as a country to a better place, and get away from all the problems that we have currently in our country. But I think it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, but with the people, if they're resilient, if they're focused and disciplined enough, then they can achieve the whole progress. And I think it's not something to be written out of or crossed out, but it will take some time, as everything. And I think it is a very viable opportunity, and it's a very viable option. And I really hope that in 10 to 15 years we'll be having this conversation, and I will be able to say how we're doing great and the sustainable development is at 99.999%, which is a little unrealistic of me, but better to be optimistic than pessimistic. So that's my opinion on that.
So for me, sustainable development is actually taking it literally. It's the ability to sustain the development that you want.
For me, sustainable development is a harmony between environment and society. I think that people should be aware that their behavior affects our planet, and we have only one planet, so we should protect it. And that is why I think that everybody should live in a sustainable.
They have to be open-minded, and some when people are open-minded, tolerant, and exchange ideas about how to preserve their environment, how to preserve their social and cultural moral values, and also how to be tolerant towards other people and to assimilate and think about their differences and how they can try and take the best thing from every person worldwide, like group, organization, or whatever. Try to take the best experience, best ideas, and to apply them for sustainable development in their country. So we try to do this, and I have seen that European also tries to do this with these projects. Also, this project is the same. With we are trying to get the basic idea. We try to get the details now, so we can spread it around our countries and spread it around the young people. But I think we do good stuff.
As humans, we must understand what power we have and do good things using this power for all the nation and world. The end goal at this project is to cover the economic, society, and the environmental sustainable sphere. We will succeed sustainable development by being the ambassadors with those three areas of sustainability. We must have a strong and fair government who will give more power to people of local communities. Then we'll have powerful human leaders to promote ethical behavior with campaigns and community in our lives.
This is a flower. When you love the flower, when you love the bird, we go to future. Thank you.
Un paso me voy para siempre, un paso fuerte, un paso hacia adelante. Dos pasos me voy sin mirarte, tan lejos pise. Dos pasos y ya te olvidé. Tres pasos ya son hacia el este, el sur, el oeste. Tres pasos creo mucho me parece. Y cuando volverá, je ne reviendrai pas. Je suis si loin déjà. Volverás un día o jamás. Y cuando volverás, j'ai fait le premier pas. Volverás, et tú ne m'attends pas. Volverás un día o jamás. Cuatro pasos quiero acordarme. Cuatro pasos ya sé. Tú me quisiste, yo te quise. Cinco pasos ya sin perderme, tanto me alejé. Cinco pasos y te perdoné. Seis pasos ya son casi 7, contar más no sé. 1000 pasos y más me quedo de pie. Je ne reviendrai pas. Je suis si loin déjà. Volverás un día o jamás. Y cuando volverás, tú maintenant
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Hey, I have a question for you. What do you think about sustainable development?
Sustainable development? It's all Greek to me.
In September 2015, the UN adopted a new set of Sustainable Development Goals from 2016 to 2030. Our organization, Sustainable Greece, a young NGO, is eager to spread the word about sustainable development in Greece and be part of the global movement that will promote achieving these goals. In our mind, we envision a world actively engaged in achieving self-preservation. We want this because we should ensure the long-term well-being of the present as well as our future generations. Our mission is to raise awareness of Greek people with regards to sustainable development and to promote the understanding of its three main pillars: the economic growth, the environmental protection, and social inclusiveness, and last but not least, to support the Greek people to take action towards a sustainable society. Sustainable development, it's all Greek to me. It's a one-year pilot campaign targeting school youth on one side and potential entrepreneurs on the other. Our goals are to raise sustainability development awareness among the two target groups up to 25%, to involve pupils via formal and non-formal education, field trips, workshops, practical activities, and to promote sustainable business models among potential entrepreneurs in Athens business coaching centers. Invite experts and professionals who already set up successful sustainable businesses to motivate people to seek innovative, alternative, but profitable business plans, which benefit the community, the environment, and also their pockets, while also actively trying to always find new ways to think outside of the box. We hope our campaign will also inspire the other NGOs to join our mission. Open your eyes. Growth and sustainability don't contradict. Everyone profits from a clean environment and thrives in inclusiveness. And of course, a sustainable Greece is a sexy Greece.
Hello everybody, we are H.
A. L.
Healthy. Active. Life. We are NGO from United Kingdom and we would like to prevent food wasting. Let's taste the waste with us.
our society, and that's why we organize lots of workshops, seminars, cooking classes, and tomorrow we may come to your town. So check our website www.hal.com and don't forget, taste the waste!
Do you remember that day when you were walking around and that brilliant business idea came to your mind? At that day, you didn't know where to start from, but you said hi to a company where the ideas become working business models, where there are no borders, and sharing is a philosophy.
Let us introduce you to HI, Home of International Ideas. Our purpose is to find talents, promote new ideas, improve and share ideas, develop society, and make profit by doing it. Our mission is to share working ideas, knowledge, and skills, and to match the ideas from one kind of society to another all over the world.
Our vision is sharing of international ideas and empowering the lifestyle of many companies through business startups. We dream about a world where there are no borders between ideas, the world where we can share them freely. We want to help the world develop. We can say hi together.
Our company is improving the ideas from people and makes them successful business models. And later, there is an opportunity to sell them to other companies. The author of ideas, of course, gets paid for it.
The unforgettable smell of your grandma's pumpkin pie, the vivid colors of the fresh vegetables in your plate, the taste of the just-picked apples, the soft touch of the mountain dew on the grass. Sounds good, doesn't it? Turn that yesterday back to now with us.
We care, we do care about the individual. We believe a strong individual builds the society, and such society means benefits for all of us. At Go Natural, we believe in sustainable development, education, organic food, eco-agro-tourism. We offer a variety of services that you could benefit from.
I think that healthy diet is eating as much natural as possible, and it's cooking at home, eating less meat and more vegetables and or rice, some cereals, and eating food without preservatives, without GMO and these chemical stuffs.
I would say just eating a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, not a lot of red meat. Drinking not in too much quantities, and that's basically what a healthy diet should look like.
When I think about organic food, I mainly think about three things. Food that is fresh, food that is grown locally, and third, food that is organic.
Imagine the Far East meeting the West right here through our seed bank. The seed exchange that we do offers us the possibility of bringing you a diversity of organic products grown on these very lands. Concerned about the chemical irrigation? Do not. Our soil is being fertilized by the Californian red brandling, unique in the increased quality of the ecological compost it produces, decreasing the irrigation costs in the process. Still not convinced? Spend a quality time in one of our restaurants, Enjoy the fresh tasty food with your friends, treat your senses and bind with the nature. We don't want to give you a fish, we want you to learn how to catch it. Who can be a better guardian of his health than your own self? Eco-agriculture, kinesiology or nutrition are just a few of the themes delivered by our experts. Join our workshops and change your life today. And that's not all. Pick up your breakfast vegetables directly from the garden, discover the beauty of the local fauna, feel the adventure in our summer camps, experience the ambience of our eco-farm. Would you like to find out more? We've got excellent volunteering and internship opportunities for enthusiasts like you. Apply now and join us all year long, and who knows, you can even join our staff team. It is about time to invest in our health. It is time for a different journey. Hop in, my friend, and join us in this ride. Eat different, go natural.
Hi Pancha, I'm Agata from Poland. As you remember, I have to say that I had a really great time here, and thank you for all your help, and you take over us very much, and I have a really great time here, and I hope we will see in September. So thank you, bye.
Okay, as you know, kardeşim, big brother, I want to say thank you for everything. It's a excellent, thank you. It's an excellent, perfect project. You try your best for all of us. You're always helpful. Everything is good. It's perfect. Okay, I hope we will see you on the September.
Zdravie, Panche. Hi, Panche. I like this meeting. It's a beautiful country, it's a beautiful people on this meeting. Thank you very much, you, for last meeting, for next meeting. Okay.
Diana. Dear Panche, thanks for everything. Blagodarim. Thanks for invitation to be partner in this project. I'm in Skopje again. I'm feeling like at home. Hvala ti legendo. Vidimo se skoro u Splitu. Nelly?
Hi Panche! Thank you for welcoming me here. Надявам се да те видим в София и да се видим през септември. И беше ми много приятно, беше супер яко, много ми харесва Скопие. Thank you very much for everything. It was a super nice seminar and meeting, kick-off meeting. Thank you.
Look, I was very fortunate. We've come a long way to come and meet an amazing group of 28 some people with this project. So to you, Panche, especially, thank you. And it's a privilege. It's to meet a young bunch of kids like these who are motivated, thinking beyond their self-interest is amazing. That I'm able to share some of my experiences and my knowledge of leadership and leadership development is, I see it just as being very fortunate to have this opportunity. And I hope that I can continue doing things with you in the longer term. And to me, it's a fabulous thing that Erasmus, the project Erasmus Plus is doing. It funds this kind of activity. I think we need more of it, and I think we need to develop. This is the shared leadership we're creating here. These are our future leaders. These are our current and future leaders. So I appreciate it.
До камера да гледам?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Don't ask me like that. Wait, I need to think about it. Don't record it.
What can I say?
Okay, I'm so messy.
That was like a cut.
Can we start again? Sorry.
Okay, is it on?
Okay, can I talk now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Данная тема является одной из самых актуальных на данный момент.
Why not? I don't know.
You put forward something that is really, that's something really valuable from the humanistic point of view.
For example,
because Macedonians by nature know everything. They were born that way.
But I'm afraid I have to conclude that I don't really think it's achievable.
Because we're money. Oh.
And okay, you can stop. I think.
Nice and see this guy sitting over there. The camera's terrific.
Okay.
Sergei Kostenko, Kyrgyzstan.
I feeling young.
That's basically it.
I think this is very important that we should all aware of that we are all connected.
And in my opinion, no, okay. Okay.
Sustainable development, it's not Greek to me anymore.
You are acting sustainably. Thank you.